y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey. I don't know who's in here yet, but I'm here for Belle Collective. You could probably know that by the title, of course, though. So I don't even know why I need to just say that again. But nonetheless, where is it at? Yes, we are back with another recap and review for Belle Collective. This episode, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This episode triggered me a little bit, and we're gonna get into that a little later on in the review. But it definitely had me in a chokehold for just a second. But nonetheless, I am here to give you guys my commentary as I do every week. As I promised you guys, I would be pushing through, getting you all of the reviews and recaps on this show for this season. And that's what we are here to do. If I have any new subscribers in here, I would love to just welcome you to the channel. I am so appreciative of you being here. Shout outs to all of you because I got quite a bit of new subscribers. And yeah, don't forget to like the video on your way in. Let's get down in the comments if you will be a part of the replay game. As well as make sure you are, hitting that like button. Always, you can see at the bottom of the screen all of my social media accounts. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter. I do like to live tweet when shows are, happening or whatever. So you can catch me on all major platforms. So let's get into the recap and review. So, second. Hey, Ellen. Hey, Francine. Oh, Francine, let me hold on, because I gave you my word on something, and I'm going to follow through with that because that's how we get down over here. Add as moderator. Boom. There you go. Francine, if you go out and come back in, you should have a wrench next to your name. Yes, you will have a wrench next to your name because I know I did that correctly. And 1 second. And you as well, Ellen. So everybody got their wrenches. Everybody's on board. Let's go. Okay, so this is Belle Collective, Season 3, Episode 5, the main event, and that is spelled M-A-N-E. And just based on the title, we could already tell what this episode was going to be giving. And we don't really get into that until, of course, the last 15 minutes of the show, as usual. But nonetheless, we start out with Latrice. She's meeting up with Selena. We know that Selena is the ex-wife of JJ, who is now married to So Gucci. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I got all my stuff where it needs to be. Okay. Yeah. She was married to JJ and they share, 3 daughters, two, they're all adults now. But again, I say it every week. I didn't watch other shows, so I can't speak too much on that. But I do have some screenshots of comments because didn't I tell you guys the last couple weeks? I've been telling y'all something here is not all what it seems to be cracked up to be. Like something more is happening here. There's something going on, and I don't care for it. I don't care for it. Y'all, if you are not already subscribed to my cousin Ranting with Ricardo's channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Feel free to drop your link. As always, we love to drop our links over here so that you guys can be supporting all of my people. So definitely do that. And yes, as Francine has said, please like the video. so we can get in the algorithm. I'm not gonna lie, I've been working hard, y'all. I've been working hard. So please, please, please help me get to my goal. But back to the show. Latrice is preparing for her wig release. So she's shopping with Selena, and she tells her that she did invite all the Belles, and that of course means So Gucci. And at this point, we don't even know what So Gucci's real name is. We don't know if it's Shantae. We don't know if it's Sophia. We don't know if it's Louis Gucci product. Like we don't know what it is, but it's something is just not all the way right in that situation. I'm telling y'all. But they just talk a little bit about how, So Gucci just has always kind of, I guess, had a chip on her shoulder towards Selena. And it's just like, yeah, like why do you feel that way? And it's also starting to affect, well, not starting, apparently it's always been an issue. And the girls are, they're not here for it. They don't like being in the middle of it. They don't like what is being said about their mom, or what is being said over here, what is being said over here. Like, they're not here for it. And again, we're going to get into that in just a little bit. Yes. Follow Ranting with Ricardo. She just got off live, actually. So you guys can go catch the playback. She worked for y'all. So like, y'all are crazy. Wait till Nola sees my. Oh my god! Stop! Oh my! Stop it! I'm glad I'm not on camera right now, because I'm gonna have to hide when she come up in here, because she coming. She coming. You know my sister's coming. Louis Gucci product. Yes, that's what it's giving. What is her real name, y'all? What is her real name? Because it ain't none of the above. It's giving witness protection. It very much is. It very much is. For real, for real. Hey, Joseph. How are you today? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with me? I know what's wrong with me. I know what's wrong with me. I've there's been a lot on my mental the last few days. And how could I so unintentionally forget to say happy Juneteenth to everybody? If you need me to give you a history lesson, I can't right now, but definitely if you are not aware of what today represents, go ahead and grab you, go ahead and jump on the Google search engine, and you will know. You will know why I said what I said if you don't know. I mean, but if you're in here, you should know. So yes, happy Juneteenth to everybody. Hey, Sweet Pea. Okay. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna give you some good commentary on your way home. Nonetheless, but that was really it for that scene, y'all. So next we get some somber music. It's a dark night, and we pull up to Glenn's grandmother's house. His cousin Monique is there to receive them and kind of inform them about what has been going on and the current status of his grandmother's health. She has been rapidly declining. And this is, again, how I said before, this is the part that really triggered me. Literally, it was absolutely crazy, especially when his cousin said, the only thing we could do is make her comfortable as possible or whatever. And without getting into too much details, I remember when we were when my grandmother, when we were going through the same exact thing pretty much, and those words were said to me, and I couldn't wrap my head around things coming to that point. So it was really like, okay, wow, there's a lot. Like, it was weird. It was weird for me, and I had to put it on pause for a second and really just sit here and collect my thoughts, because it was a lot going on, and seeing her like that. And it was even so much, y'all, to the point that there was a doll in the background. I should have got a screenshot of it. There's a doll in the background. Tell me why my grandmother bought me that same doll as a child, and I still have that doll back home in Jersey. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was very difficult for me to watch that scene, and I'm not even trying to be dramatic or anything like that, but I can empathize. I can empathize for real. Anyway, she's tired. She's suffering. Like, we're not going to live forever. We're not here to be able to sustain and live forever, nor would I honestly even want to, because as you get older, it becomes hard to do daily tasks. It's tiring. It's tiring. And I understand that. I don't know if they revealed his grandmother's age, but it seems as though he's lived a long, full life. I hate to see people suffer. And it was just a lot for me. It was a lot for me. But of course, as I said last week, Letitia is there to dry his tears, let him cry on her breastises or whatever. And yeah, they reflect on the apartment situation. Actually, I'm jumping ahead. What am I talking about? But yeah, that was pretty much interesting. Like I said before, you guys, I couldn't even really. So next, we saw Marie and Letitia. Letitia went over to Marie's house to drop off like some old toys or whatever that her son outgrew. And they start reflecting on the whole apartment situation, you know, the whole not apartment, but condo, whatever. You know, when Glenn wanted to come over there and basically tell her that she needs to be home right now, and what is she doing, and this ain't that, you know, trying to dictate, trying to throw his weight around and all that, you know. When that all occurred, it just really it was not good. It should not have occurred. And Marie is so I know last season Marie said that her and Cedric, they was married and they got divorced and they got together again or something like that. So they didn't actually get married a second time. Is that what I'm hearing? So she's not legally married. Cedric is a thing of the past. And I'm just like, I mean, okay. But Letitia gets the bright idea to set Marie up for a blind date. And I'm just like, I don't know if your judgment in picking partners is actually good, because based on what we see on our screen, you are in a whole situation over somebody who is clearly not suitable for partnership, is clearly crazy. So I don't know if I want you fixing me up. I don't think so. But that's Marie's girl. She gonna stick beside her, and she gonna let her set her up, y'all. She let her set her up in the end. And I was just like, okay, but not before speaking on how the situation with Letitia and Glenn reminds her of her situation with Cedric. And I'm just like, okay, well, did Cedric ever seem like he was worth anything either? No, not really. But Marie, when she started talking about like prioritizing each other, I don't feel as though, like, are you sure that you guys were both doing that? Like, was he the only one that wasn't prioritizing it? Because we know that Marie likes to take on everything under the sun and then some. So I just think that y'all was just two people that just shouldn't have got together, or shouldn't have got back together. Definitely co-parent and keep it at that. And when she said that whoever she gets set up with better sign an NDA, I was like, Marie, where is it at? This was my face. Y'all. When she said, when she was talking about signing NDAs, I'm like, nobody in here. No, like, Marie, relax. Like, you sound crazy right now. Nobody's trying to sign no NDA to go on a blind date with you. So have several. Louis Gucci. Pop them tags. Bye. Like, I can't even with and for So Gucci to be making so, she don't even do enough on the show, y'all, really, I feel like, to even come out her face and be disruptive with this whole situation. But whatever. Yes, happy Juneteenth. Hey, Cheryl, how are you today? I'm glad you're in here. And then she wanted to be called Anna versus Marie, and talking about that's an old lady name or whatever. And I'm just like, I mean, I know young Annas, I know old Annas, just like I know old Maries and young Maries. So I'm like, don't be trying to name shame nobody else or whatever because you're trying to be not even Inspector Gadget. You're trying to be all flying under the radar and whatnot. I get it, like being in the public eye and being of a certain, socially having a certain level of popularity. I get that could, sometimes become an issue, especially when you're trying to form new relationships, you're trying to meet new people and stuff like that. You do, of course, have to protect yourself, especially in this world. However, I just found it kind of odd that she would really be trying to be on some, oh yeah, here's India. It was giving, this is just for the show, because no, absolutely not. Moving right along. So the new Goddess Lengths location is underway. We learned about this in like the last, 5 episodes. But they haven't really gotten too far along by this point. And Latrice is in there with her friend Mandy. I think her name was Mandy, right? This is the girl she was at M-Bar with that night that Cliff tried to it was really giving bullying, honestly, Joshy. So they're down there. It's under Renu, and Mandy mentions, Cliff. And this is kind of where Latrice really rubbed me the wrong way, for real, because why are you changing up now? Like, why are you changing how you speak about Cliff all of a sudden? Until he walks in the room, like the freaking cable man or something. Like, I'm like, Jesus, like, if you don't turn back around, oh goodness. But he walks up in there and she continues to sing a new tune. And what I gathered from his comments was that he does not respect her as a businesswoman. He doesn't respect her as his wife. Like, he don't respect her as an adult. He don't respect her at all, because you're talking about, oh, you've been telling her to buy and she just wanted to rent or whatever. Well, maybe that's just what she wanted to do. Maybe she wasn't ready to buy. Are you there day in and day out with her, putting on people's wigs and managing and doing all that stuff? No, I don't think you are. So maybe at that time, she did not feel like it was a necessary investment for her to buy a location. Like, just be supportive and stop just being so judgmental and trying to shame her in every facet of her life. Like, who are you really? Like, He's just like a storm cloud. When he was in the threshold, when he walked through, it was giving storm cloud. It was giving doom and gloom. It was giving, oh, here we go with the misogyny or whatever. Like, go away, Cliff the Cable Man. Go away. And he's not even a contractor, y'all. Like, you're trying to give all this expert advice or pass on these judgments. You ain't even no contractor. Like, get out of here. Like, get out of here. Seriously. Because, she brought a semi-naked JJ. She can keep him just nasty. And honestly, y'all, I understand why they are together, because Gucci and JJ, because neither of them got a lick of style. Neither of them. I'm like, oh, I see exactly why y'all is together, because you gotta just be on some weirdness together. Ain't got no style. Downright terrible. So he just doesn't respect her in any capacity. Nonetheless, Letitia meets up with Glenn again, and I'm like, why are you continuing to give him the time of day? Like, you have a whole new place. Y'all got your own individual things going on. Like, I would not give him any leeway. I wouldn't even give him access to having a conversation or trying to make me feel guilty or make me feel as though just because he's going through, some things with his grandmother right now, that means that I have to take you back and we have to be together, or because you went through things with your father being absent in your life or whatever, you don't want that to be the case for you and your son. I do not recall Letitia ever saying that she does not want you to be in y'all's child's life. She just don't want to be with you. And you need to respect that, and you need to stop trying to make it seem like she is making the biggest mistake of her life. You keep playing around, you're gonna lose some ish for real. Like, the thing is, I don't think she's playing. And just because you feel that way tells me that you're actually the one that's delusional, and you're going to be left in the dust. So whatever. So she leaves, and he follows her to continue trying to tell her how she's wrong, how she needs to, come back, how he still, needs to be able to see his son and all this. And I'm just like, again, I do not recall her ever saying that you could not see your child, like, at all. Whatever. So it's the night of Marie's blind date. She's at the bowling alley, and all I could think about, one, is how I miss bowling. I can't bowl because my shoulder is it's not a strong shoulder. And before I know it, this, like, it was giving Trick Daddy No Dollars. It was giving, this is exactly why I said what I said before about Letitia she shouldn't be able to give people, she shouldn't be able to hook people up, because her judgment, I don't think this was what Marie was asking for in this situation, y'all. But hey, whatever. Hey, Too Feisty, we are live. Definitely hit that like button, y'all. Where is it? Yes, like, comment, subscribe, and share, please, because YouTube don't be trying to let nobody know when you are live. So sometimes we got to shout it to the rooftops. I'm being extra black. Why can't I click on this? I'm being extra black. I got fried chicken. Hey, I wish I had some fried chicken. Oh, I think you said, what's the chicken place that you said yesterday? Oh, I want some chicken so bad. I had wings earlier this weekend, but I could go for some chicken right now too. So this dude walks up, and Marie is not amused whatsoever, and she does wind up telling him to sign an NDA, and I'm just like, wow. But my mind was even more blown when he actually signed it. I'm like, if this ain't for the show, I don't know what is, because couldn't nobody try to get me signed no NDA in a bowling alley when we're supposed to be on a blind date? Like, I'm like, Nonetheless, she says it's not all about looks, and I'm like, yeah, I could have deduced that the last 2 seasons when I seen Cedric, and I seen, who was the other dude that she tried to bring to some event or something, and she was trying to, I guess, boss up on him and try to show him that she was moving on or whatever. Because he wasn't looking too great either. But what do I know? But she gives him a semi chance, and that's why I know it was just for this show. She says that she ain't trying to raise no man, when he says that he likes to game, he likes to play PS5 and all that. And I was like, yeah, we know you're not trying to raise no man, because your son last season was off the chain. Like, your son last season was yeah. I'm gonna just leave that at that. Let me not even. I'm gonna just leave it at that, y'all. Letitia must have gotten Playa from the same factory that she got Glendale from, because both are giving F-boy energy, to be honest. That's what I'm saying. Like, are you trying to pick out your next match or someone for me? Because I already told you that I'm not trying to be hooked up with nobody that's gonna be on some BS. Now, goodbye. But again, like I said, they actually do bowl and they talk a little bit. I'm assuming we won't see him again for the rest of the season, because like I said, Marie was not too amused by his presence, by the aesthetics of the situation, or anything like that. So Latrice, her wig line release party event or whatever is, it's approaching. It's the day of, and we find out that she dedicated a wig to each of the Belles. And I thought one, that was genius marketing, but I also was like, if that ain't the shadiest thing I've heard this whole entire episode, like, So of course, Letitia's wig is called the Palahatchee Posse. You know how she gets down. She's from Palahatchee, and she ain't afraid to call up whoever and get it started. That's what it gave me. So Gucci's is called Dress for Less, and I was like, I wasn't mad. And again, this isn't me trying to take sides. This isn't me saying that So Gucci is right and Latrice is wrong, or Latrice is wrong and So Gucci's right. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is that last week and even a week before that, So Gucci's been talking Cash Money-ish about Latrice and this whole situation with her going with another realtor and all that. So I'm like, I feel like it was quite appropriate for her to call the So Gucci wig Dress for Less and throw some shade there, because I'm like, she been shading you, talking about you just want to be the center of attention and you are so bad and you so low down and you so this and that. Like, she's giving you that energy. So if that's the type of person you want to be and match that by doing a little, shady marketing, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. And it wasn't like it was a bad looking wig or nothing like that. So she'll get over it when she catches wind of it. Tambra's is called West Side Tam, of course, because we know that when Tambra gets into it with people, she turns into a whole different person. She turns into her true self, I should say. Hey, Kimmy Nicole, what's going on? She turns into a whole different Tam, so that was very on brand, if you ask me, as well. And of course, of course, Marie, her wig was called Monroe, because we know that they don't see it for each other. They've been not seeing it for each other since day one. And again, another person who can't even argue with her being shady back to them, because that's just the dynamic of y'all's relationship at this point. Like, come on now. But these were so funny to me. Oh, I forgot one. So Akeisha, hers is the Hattie Mae, because we all got a great auntie, a grandmother, somebody in our lives with that name. For me, actually, one of my good girlfriends is actually, her name is Hattie. And my aunt, who we unfortunately lost earlier this year, she was my Aunt Hattie. So I'm not mad at that either, because it applies over here, y'all. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad at her for that one. But the Hattie Mae, that's Akeisha's wig. The shade in this episode was too much. But both Selena and So Gucci are invited, as I stated before, and this is kind of where we start to peel back and we kind of start getting into the mess for real, because they're going to be in a closed space with them, some other people as well. But I don't feel like at the baby shower, it really wasn't the time or place, and there wasn't really the opportunity for them to really communicate a lot, or for anything really to go down there, because as Selena said, she was super busy. She was doing all these things. So what better time and place than Latrice's wig line release? Like, of course. So when So Gucci comes in, she gives she just gives off this weird energy, or that's what Latrice picks up on. And we know, it's kind of like dramatic irony, we know all the cash money ish that So Gucci's been saying about Latrice, but I don't think at this point in time Latrice truly had gotten wind of what she had been saying. So she probably thought like, okay, we're still in this space. Like what? Like, come on now. Seriously. And when Selena walks, or not Selena, when So Gucci walks up to Tambra and Selena talking, because we know that they have a close relationship as well. So Gucci decides that she don't really want to speak to Selena, because when they was at the baby shower, so Gucci, she was acting like she couldn't really, or Selena was acting like she couldn't really speak. And this is when Selena's like, no, actually I was super busy. It wasn't even like that. And from there, you want to be shady to me. You want to act like I don't exist. Like, come on now. And I saw, who was that? Sanjay, where Sanjay Star and Sky there, or was it just Sanjay? Or I don't remember. I know I saw one of them, definitely. But based on some comments left by the girls, I know everything I need to know for the most part at this point in time to start closing the circle on my opinions of what they got going on over there. Because let me see. And I don't really have them organized in the best way, y'all. So please bear with me. And I didn't watch the interview between Carlos and So Gucci, but Sanjay, and I'm not sure if it was Sky Star or whoever, because I think they got a joint account. They was definitely in the comments of said interview, speaking their truth. And it is as follows. Sanjay said, baby, the lies she's spreading. When Bring It aired, my mom and dad were still legally married. They didn't get divorced until it was time for him to marry Shantae in 2018. That's why she stuttered on that part. Shantae barely cooked. As for homework, I did the homework and helped my sisters with their homework. And if we couldn't get it, we went to my mom, Selena. Shantae ain't ever helped with no homework. We were always back and forth from our moms and our dad's house. Shantae didn't do anything for us. My mom was always in the picture. Bring it, girl, bye. Meanwhile, your own daughter felt neglected by you. Combed our hair? My grandma did that, as well as our mom. The only time this woman has ever did anything was if my dad asked her to, and of course she did, to please, I hope I got the right one next. To please doing stuff she ain't never did. They love to knock Bring It, but clearly she wanted recognition from it. She been throwing shade. I lost my place, y'all. Sorry. Where did I go? She's been throwing shade at my mom for a very long time, since before Bring It, but it's always behind a screen. She wouldn't dare do it in my mom's face, but all of a sudden she got this platform and thought it was going to save her that day. You get in somebody's face and suffer the consequences. This show got her head big, though, because without my dad, she wouldn't be rocking no designer. So Gucci never loved us. She claimed she loved our dad, so therefore she did anything to please him. And I didn't say, Mama, why did you do that? I said, Mama, what happened? Because I knew So Gucci did some to make her mad. She right. She was a stepmother to us. Just doing stuff she ain't never did. Yeah, I think. Okay, so this is The Real Star and Sky. They said, wow, Shantae, if a person was a lie, it would be you. You must forget that when we was kids and you was told to fix our plates, that you said Nah, your kid's not there, saying we wasn't your kids and we were young. You must also forget, you must also forgot that when we asked you for things, you said, nah, go ask your dad. You must forgot that you said you have never did anything for us and not about to start. It's more to it. Let's be real about, ma'am. Tell the truth, love. Also, you must forgot you've been cyberbullying my mom for 16 plus years. Stop playing victim. It's so much more, but let's keep it cute. We not gonna stoop to y'all level. Okay, so this is just like the same things. So y'all, excuse my stumbling on those words. There was some errors up in there. I couldn't get it right. But anyway, so there you have it. That kind of gives us a bit more context as to what the root of the issue is. And even with knowing that, I wouldn't even be mad if that's the case. I wouldn't be mad if I was Selena. I wouldn't be mad. I would be, but she's not. Like, that's not the energy that she was giving off, really. It was kind of the other way. It was in reverse. So again, how are you mad at this woman when it seems like you aren't even trying to be an active participant in her children's lives, even though you were supposed to be the stepmom? And I'm very particular about this type of subject because I have had a wonderful stepmom my whole life. And even now that her and my dad are no longer together, that is still my stepmother. She did my hair growing up. She did so much stuff for me. And I could never imagine not having developed that relationship. She taught me a lot. I got a lot of value from that relationship. And it sucks that people want to fill roles and want to be regarded as a certain being a certain person in someone's life, but they don't even try to pour into you. Like, why? Hold on, because now I'm like, really need to forget about who's this. Yeah, I really need to watch this interview apparently, because I want to know why when Sanjay was like, bring it, the production never cared who So Gucci was she trying to say that they did care? Was she trying to say that that was an issue? Like, what was she trying to say with that? I wonder. So probably after this, I should have prepared myself better, y'all. I apologize. I should have probably watched the interview, but I did not have time. I barely watched the episode. I just finally watched the rest of it, watched it through one whole time without stopping or anything like that today. So again, I do apologize that I can't provide more insight as to what So Gucci, what type of accusations or what she was saying on her end, what truth she was trying to speak. But I don't feel like they were lying, and that's represented by the way they interact on the screen, the way that that their family is, the fact that who was it, Star Scott, whoever the one was that just had the baby or whatever, the baby shower, like, it's obvious as to why she didn't want JJ she didn't tell him anything, and he had to learn on social media, because it seems like it's not all sweet over there. It seems like there's a lot going on, and y'all just don't want to address it. She said, Bring It Production tried to make it seem like Selena and JJ were a couple. Oh, okay. Yeah, like, it sounds like a bunch of BS to me. But the part that really sucks, again, is that the children are involved. The children are somehow feeling away. And I feel like one, JJ should have did more to make this not be how it is. And I think that obviously when they were younger, the girls were at least open to forming a relationship with Soguchi. They were clearly in they could have used your assistance with certain stuff. So why didn't you provide that? Like, why didn't you, like, why? You just don't care. And then just say that instead of trying to lie about things or twist truths or only tell half truths. Like, I don't know. Nonetheless, it seems like it's going to go down next week. We didn't really get too much into the whole thing. It sounds like it might get a little ugly up in there though, y'all. And I understand based on these comments. Hey, I asked for a notification, still didn't get one. You asked for a notification, still didn't get one. From YouTube? From me? Wait. I'm sorry. But hey, princess. You were asking for a notification from me or YouTube? I'm sorry. She lied because Selena made it known on Bring It that her and JJ weren't together. Yeah, I did get like a brief rundown of their marriage or whatever, and it was giving that they were still legally married for longer or for a while compared to the years that they were actually together. It seems like they might have been together. I forget. But the show came out in what, 2013 or something like that. And they, again, were already split by that time. So again, I mean, I can believe that they was married up until he wanted to marry her or whatever. I can believe that because we've seen certain people's track record on these shows in real life and stuff like that. People don't always just jump to get divorced. They don't always, sew up that situation completely before moving on to the next thing or whatever. Like, some people don't want to shell out the money. Some people, they just don't care. They're just going to go on with their life and until that really comes up and they have to really do something. And usually for the last 25 times I've seen this same type of scenario play out on screen with somebody. There's only been a sense of urgency behind finalizing a divorce once somebody meets somebody else. And I'm saying that based off of Love After Lockup. I'm saying that based off this show. I'm saying that based off of, I had another one in my head. I can't remember now. That's just what happens. That's just what happens. Nonetheless, I can't wait until next week to see what really goes down. Too bad Selena, could she be a friend of, how Essie last season, wasn't she considered like a friend of or whatever? She had confessionals, right? Yeah, she was at the reunion. Selena better be at the reunion. They better mic her up for some confessionals. Wait, yeah. And yeah, that's what I want to see. Because I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'd be doing that. It does that with me with people too. And I don't like it. 12 years. Okay. They were together from beginning of marriage to divorcing, it was 12 years, or was it 12 years, or were they only actually together? How many of those 12 years were they literally together is another part of it that I'm trying to figure out. I am so glad you made it home safely, you and nephew. I'm glad that hopefully my commentary made the car ride a bit more enjoyable, listening to me run my mouth up here. But I'm glad you made it home. But that's really it, y'all. This episode, I mean, it was all right or whatever, but we really need to see next week to really see the showdown. So y'all do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Where's my other, one second, you guys. try to get this link for you. If you're not subscribed to my channel currently, please do so, as well as all of my social media accounts, because I be on there. And one second, where is it? Oh, right here. This is the link for my other channel as well. Really gonna start picking up my content over there starting next week. And as far as over here, tomorrow we will be back with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Cali Critiques panel. Me and my girl, California Cootie. Definitely go follow her as well. And what else? What else is going on this week? Not too much. I will be back. I probably will be back tomorrow before we do Real Housewives of Atlanta to do my Love and Hip Hop review, because I've gone back on my word and I'm now going to be reviewing that show. So if you guys are interested in any of that, I will see you guys again here tomorrow. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to make sure that I got everything. Thank you for dropping my link, and as well, Ranting with Ricardo, she dropped her link above as well. So definitely catch that. And shout outs to the Playback Gang. Let's get down in those comments. Let's talk about the episode. And yeah, y'all, that was really it. Nephew is asleep, so I'm gonna put his plate to the side. Oh, I could use a nap too. I'm about to be like nephew here in a minute, but I got homework to do. I got a lot to do this week, y'all. So that's again why, I mean, you'll see me again, like I said, tomorrow, but after tomorrow, you probably won't see me again until later on this week, because I got finals this week. So I'll be typing away at this paper and this exam, and I got to get ready to go out of town next week. Gotta get my hair done. It's a lot, you guys. So, but I'll be around. So, okay. I too went back on my word, but it's okay. See, okay, so I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad because this season, I mean, it's nothing bad about it because they changed networks. It seems a little bit refreshed. So yeah. You gonna get an A. I freaking hope so, because geez, I'm so ready to be done with school. Y'all just don't know. Well, I know, Sweetie, I know you know, but and Randy, I know you know. I know y'all know. But my mental is anyway, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you again for coming by and spending some time with me here. Until next time, bye.